Hey everyone, it is Friday night. My name is Steve Boykin, and welcome to Get Your Shit Together, the interwebs premiere call-in show. It is fantastic to be here. We're starting early tonight because on a whim, I got tickets to a comedy show. So means, motive, and opportunity. Oh god damn it. That's my fault. Motherfucker. I'll fix that in a sec. Any rate, we are going to be joined by my better than your co-host Gloria Jones at probably the top of the hour, maybe a little bit before. She had a call she had to get to. In the meantime, we're gonna open up the phone in about 10 or 15 minutes and would love to take your calls. Yes, Mad Mom. I've been on camera at least once. I don't know. I got a haircut. I did. What are you gonna do, right? At any rate, I wanted to kick the show off by kicking around Ken Klippenstein. Ken Klippenstein has been one of those like narrative management weasels that are sort of around on the periphery and you don't really notice them too much, and then every once in a while they pop up out of the ground all ferret like and go and talk some shit. So Clippy last week when he was filling his diaper over Jimmy Dore talking about ivermectin for all of fucking 10 minutes, got rightfully pilloried for it. He was getting dragged. One of the people dragging him was Fee. So Ken Klippenstein, blue check intercept journalist, took it upon himself to dox Fee, not knowing that he was inadvertently exposing some horrific shit that had happened. And he published it. And it wasn't until like multiple blue check journos were jumping his shit for it that he took it down. No consequences whatsoever. And then today, Fee caught this. Now he's cheering for the death of those who, for some reason, are unvaccinated when in Israel, where 80+% of the country is vaccinated, the highest number of hospitalizations are from the vaccinated because it's not protecting against variants. Here we go. Most of Israel's new coronavirus infections are now people who have had the jabby jab. On 13 July, 399 people tested positive for the virus compared to 320 who did not have the experiment. And yesterday wasn't special. That's pretty much the pattern. We knew that, but let's see why Fee is mad. Okay, so here's clip, and I don't know why this fuck hasn't blocked me. But this little shitbird, okay, said free grift idea, an app for anti-vaxxers that deletes your social media if you die. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. So to remind people, sick little fuck still has his account after doxing a female journalist. Then again, he does come from the revenge porn clearinghouse that is TYT. Scumbag all around. And that's just facts. It is. This was why I'll talk about that in a minute. I do want to play this. Maybe I'll do that when we cross on over into the Rockfin only portion of the show. I actually don't know if I can get away with that on YouTube and still keep the channel. See what happened here real quick. You guys, I'm going to go see live comedy. It's been really fucking long since I went and got to go see a stand-up show. In fact, the last time that I saw a live stand-up show was right when we had just started Slow News Day, like 2 months into it, and I went and I saw Lee Camp at the Kawamba Jazz Center in Santa Cruz, California. And that's where I met Krish Mohan for the very first time. And that was lovely. It was. Lee told a dead baby joke that was hilarious. And I met Krish Mohan. I'm going to be on Krish's show next Tuesday. That'll be fun. OTR Trucker, Big J Okerson is who we're going to go see here later tonight. He is 1/3 of the Legion of Skanks podcast, which is rounded out by Louis J. Gomez and Dave Smith. Dave Smith, as you guys might know, probably going to run for president in 2024 as a libertarian. Black in the Empire, thank you very much for the super, Ray. Love what you're doing, brother. I am a huge fan of Black in the Empire's Twitter account. If you guys aren't following Black in the Empire on Twitter, what the fuck are you even doing with your life? Yeah, it's a Comedy Works. OTR Trucker. If you can make it down, that'd be fantastic. Late show starts 9:45. That's the one that we're hitting, and that's again also why this show is on early. Because we would normally be like 45 minutes into the show when Big J goes on stage, and again, dude, it's just, you know, it's gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, shit, dude, if you can make it down, please do. That'd be rad. Got to meet OTR Trucker on Saturday at the event in Civic Center Park. Try to remember all this shit. There is a protest that our good friend Keith McHenry is organizing in Santa Cruz on, I think, September 1st. I'll confirm and announce again. And then Wednesday, September 8th, there's a protest in Sacramento at the Capitol for these emergency. Here, I'll go ahead and pull it up. I just fucking, yeah, I should do that anyway. We do it live. I swear to God, I sent you the thing. You were the bar. Twitter's fucking with my DMs. Never mind. Where did I put that thing? I actually have the flyer for this somewhere. Maybe it's on the Instagram. Slow News Day actually has an Instagram. I'm sorry. I am. You're welcome to follow it at Slow News Day Show. At Slow News Day Show is pretty much all of the social media, the Cash App, and the PayPal. It is an entirely viewer-funded show. We do have a GoFundMe. I have really fucking neglected this month too, and I'm like, whoops, about it. But I'm gonna drop the link for that in the chat right now, and I'll do that over on the Rockfin too. If you can, guys, throw a few bucks at it. If you can't, please do share the link. Yes, Noah, AB455. You are absolutely correct. I'm scrambling trying to find the damn flyer is where we're at. I sent it to Kriston T. Harris. And by the way, man, if you guys missed that show yesterday with Kriston, that was a good one. It was. Even Sleepy Josh listened, and that can't be happening much anymore.
I mean, I've heard a lot of these.
I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you.
And you know I'm multitask, so.
Huh?
You know, I multitask all the time.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so yes, in violation of human rights, AB 455 will mandate the COVID-19 vaccine for all California employees and for California citizens to enter any establishment except for church and grocery stores, because I guess the Rona knows to stay away from grocery stores now. That must be it. It must be. So the rally and demonstration at State Capitol, September 8th, 2021, 10 o'clock in the morning. I will be there. There's another rally the 18th, and that one is one of the Proud Boy rallies. And Kriston said he was thinking about going and covering it. I may do that. I may also be up in Eureka with my own anti-mandate protest. I'll let you guys know either way. Universal Earthling, shout out, man. Yeah, absolutely. I will see you there, and I'm glad that you are going. And if you're anywhere near SAC and you can get there at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, please turn out for this, because this is the California Papers Please shit. I fucking no. Let's see what time it is. 10 after. Sleepy Josh, if you want to go ahead and open up them phone lines, that would be fantastic. God damn it, the fucking thing. It's really weird having short hair, man. It really is. It's been a while.
It feels nice. That's why I always have short hair.
I do feel like somebody asked me how I felt, and my first response was lighter.
Yeah. It's better in the heat too, so.
Oh no, for sure. It's been hot here, man. I'm going back to Humboldt, where it's just gonna bake for the next like month.
It hasn't been too bad down here. It's just now getting hot again. So
657-298-4767. Phone lines are open. Give us a ring. Let us know what you got on your mind, what you got going on. While we're waiting on that, I will be taking part in the Damn Wars marathon stream tomorrow that starts at, I think, noon Eastern, and goes till midnight. I will be on at 2 p.m. Mountain, so 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 p.m. on the West Coast. I'm also going to be taking part in the LA in the Damn Wars affiliate protest. Shouts to Angela from the Los Angeles Libertarian Party and the Mises Caucus for organizing that one. Our good friend Jared Beck is going to be back on the show this Sunday, and I am really looking forward to that. August 29th is John McCain's birthday, so we're going to celebrate that as a John McCain is still dead day. I think we should. Michael Jackson, also born on August 29th. Mike ain't do that shit. Oh, there we go. Word.
You're live.
Hey, Josh. This is Josh, Steve.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello?
who we got?
This is Rob, Transparent Media.
Oh, hey, what's happening, Rob? How you doing?
Okay, I'm not double coming back on you. I got my everything turned down here. Is it sounding good on your side?
Yep.
Yeah, I had to turn up a little bit, but otherwise you're good, man.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to call in and talk about a couple of issues that I'd like to think are in people's wheelhouses these days, but I don't hear too much about it out there, and it's hard to get it through on social media. It seems to be gate-kept a lot through alt media. So it has to do with the virus. And everybody's talking about isolation and that, Corona hasn't been isolated.
Is this the kind of shit that's going to get our YouTube channel yanked? Because if it is, we should probably either wait or, figure figure out where we're going to get our primary audience. So I'm just curious.
So, say again. You're afraid the discussion?
No, I'm asking if what we're going to be discussing is going to get our YouTube channel yanked, because if it is, we should either kick it over to, kill it on YouTube. We're only 15 minutes into the show. That would kind of suck because nobody calls in when it's Rockfin only. Or we could wait like an hour and do this when we do kick it over to the Rockfin, or we could walk around it as much as possible, but I don't know if that might take away from the meat of the discussion. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, I'm good about walking around. I mean, you tell me, it's your show. I'm good about walking around stuff. The narrative's been on my channel, which is on YouTube, since it was released in November. So
right. We're like actively targeted.
And I'm talking about science that's isolated, which means it's undeniable. It's irrefutable science. It's isolated science.
Okay, we get suspended for rolling videotape of elected officials testifying under oath. So, like, I mean, I'm just, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm not trying to argue with you about that, but so let's get into it, because at this point, yeah. What do you got, Rob?
I won't even say the scientist's name. How about that? I'll refrain from saying his name. I'll just say that there's a scientist out there who has isolated elements that are present in every living organism. You, me, cats, dogs, plants, trees, whatever. And it looks to be responsible for modifying DNA. Okay? A jab and avoiding that, and that's pretty much a no-brainer, I believe. I think most of us are on the same page with that, which is great. But it's important for people to know that consent has been a formality for quite a long time, at least 2 decades this research covers. So if people want more information on that, because it is pretty important stuff, they can go to my channel, which is Transparent Media Truth. And it's been there since November. There's a 3-part series. Parts 1 and 3 are up. Part 2 was censored simply because it had Dr. Carrie Madej on it. But Part 3 has architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth President David Meiswinkle, has Dr. Mikovits in it, and Dr. Robert Young, who's been very vocal lately talking about Havana syndrome. That was Part 3. That's still up. And then Part 1 is the researcher just presenting his research. It's a little over an hour long. And again, this was released last November. And most currently, Romola D has been covering it. The only source that I know of that's been covering this is Romola D. And she's had a couple of episodes out lately now where we're focusing on speaking to this narrative. But again, they want to isolate.
I lost you at the end there. You were breaking up pretty bad.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Okay, well, no worries. I'm just saying, staying in the same place.
Just repeat your last sentence. You're back now.
Okay, cool. So these are just important. That's an important narrative, I think, that should be discussed. And if, I don't think, like I say, it hasn't been censored on my channel. Only Part 2 was, because they had Dr. Madej on it, no other reason. They're just censoring. We know how they're censoring the most credible sources. America.
This is that stuff that's not Rona related, right?
It's actually a lot of it it connects.
I think I know what topic you're talking about, though. I don't think you're going to get dinged for that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it's been up, but again, it's not my show. You guys make the call on your show. But I don't want to say the guy's name. And, you can go to my Twitter. It's there. You can go to my YouTube. It's all there.
This is the Carnicorn stuff, man. I've tried like 8 times to get into that, and each and every time I have passed out immediately. I've also not been taking incredibly great care of myself over the last several months. That is changing, but it's been a fucking interesting year, my friend.
Oh, and well, here's an important message about that, and this speaks to what Dr. Young has been covering with the Havana syndrome. Probably be a good idea to find a good way to get the metals out of your body, because we've all been dosed with the metals. And, if they're going to start, Havana syndroming us, which there's good reason to believe they are already, and they have been, because but there's been a few humanitarians lately who have suddenly fallen ill mysteriously, and or those closely around. And if you're high with metal toxicity, that's not a good thing when they're going to start, if that's one vector. So, chelation therapy is the thing. If you
He's breaking up again.
Oh, you're dropping out again, man.
All right. Well, wait a second. Isn't that any better?
Yeah, you're back.
All right. So, yeah, insurance isn't going to cover things like chelation therapy, but, if you've got the money and you find a good nature press, get your metals tested, and, immunity support detox is really, really important going forward in this landscape, I think. And again, I think it's all related. So, you can go to the Kokarnikovs. It's not new research. He's been talking about this stuff for 20 years. But the big takeaway is he has isolated. It means he can reproduce this at will. So it's present in everybody. And it gets shut down. It's heavily gate kept. It's heavily censored. But I'm of the belief we can't let that stuff scare us. You guys are out there on the Assange message. Fantastic. I've had you on you've been on a few times, Steve, once at least, and we'd love to have you back on a round table. These are important messages that need to get out there. And, I think the Action for Assange community, Slow News Day, we all feel the same pain with the censorship and gatekeeping.
100%. I agree. I do. My like I said, man, my biggest hurdle with that so far is just being able to sit through it, and I'm gonna give it a try again. It's hard for me to concentrate on that, especially at the particular times of day that I've been trying to get at it.
Some voluntary exposure to endocrine disruptors and neurotoxins that we've all been exposed to, and we're currently being exposed to it. It's that simple. So again, immunity support and detox will take care of that. Chelation therapy, if you can afford it and get it, that's going to be the fastest way to get the metals out of your body. But I'll change the subject. It kind of bleeds over to.
We lost you again.
Subject.
Hello?
Any better?
There we go. Can you hear
Nope.
that? Yes,
okay,
sir.
I'm back. All right. I'll be quick with one more from the environment. Going through what's known as a Maunder minimum or a solar minimum. So it's important for people to realize that the science is there, that we're not really.
Man, you're breaking up so bad there, Rob. I can't even hear like every fifth word.
I'll try another week, Steve. I'll try another week. I got the main stuff out. I'll try another week when the connection's getting more solid.
Okay, Rob. Well, thank you for calling in, man. And I do I'm sorry for sleeping on that, man. I fucking have not been able to get through it yet.
Yeah, no worries. You know where to find it.
All right, brother. We'll take care of you. Have a good night. Let's see. Oh, real quick before we answer a call or anything like that, this show is sponsored by Matrix Bars. Matrix Bars are a chocolate mushroom, magic mushroom bar. There's an 8th in the damn thing, and it is delightful. The QR code over there. scan that at them on Instagram or Twitter at Matrix Genetics, MatrixGenetics.
We have a Rob Juno.
Matrix bars are a.
Oh, Rob, you got to mute up on your device there, brother.
I'll mute it up, buddy. How's
Rob
it going?
Juno, how the hell you doing, man?
I'm still alive. I continue to resist gravity, man.
I mean, we like to hear that.
You would not believe I've been smoking some really good weed. I've been jamming with kids, man. I've been playing guitar with a bunch of freaked out kids, and we've been rocking it up. It's crazy.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it.
I got out of the cave. They dragged me down to this little bar. Everybody had gear set up. We played like demons. I crawled back into the car. They dropped me back home. They brought me down again the next night. This happened 3 weekends in a row. And now I'm just a pile of rubbish. But I'm glad to see you. And Steve, I got to tell you, I fucking love you, man. I love your fucking balls. I love your attitude. And I love what you're doing to and for the world. Thank you.
Well, shit, man. I'm a blush, Rob. I am. Look, hey, Fredward, I moved the QR code. Hopefully you'll be able to get at it a little bit better now. Again, let me know if you're not. And guys, let me know if like you actually, if you can scan the QR code, if it works. Well, that's how you're going to get in contact with the Matrix folks, or again, throw them a DM on Twitter or Instagram at Matrix Genetics. Sorry about that, Rob. I'm trying to help people,
Good, buddy.
relieve some anxiety, maybe curb some depression, or see some really cool shit and giggle. I'm good with all of those. God damn it, dog.
I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here on the Roxin. Wow, is it complicated for me? You wouldn't believe how easy it is for me to get entirely the wrong words typed in for some reason. I type a word and it turns out all the wrong letters. It's crazy. Anyway.
That is nuts.
But hi, everybody. Hi, I love you guys. I'm glad that I've been sneaking around late at night and watching old Slow News Day podcast just to keep up with everybody. And I have been reading as many of the chats as I can find, and you guys are awesome, man. What a bunch of people. I love you all. Just saying.
Oh, hell, Rob. You're too kind, sir. You're too kind.
No, sir. No. If anything, I'm a bit of an asshole, but I'm really honest, okay? I really am.
That's good shit.
I'm pathologically honest is what's going on.
My brother always used to say, I get in more trouble for telling the truth than I ever will lies.
That's the story. Exactly.
Highly relatable fella, my brother. The guy was a fucking character, man. Jesus. Little dog, what are you doing? Hang on. Come here. Bisbee, come here. Say hi.
Hi. Wait a second. I can't
This
see
little
it.
dog is fucking
I can't
adorable.
see nothing, man.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. Don't do that to the dog on my account, buddy.
Oh, the dog's running around, knocking over brooms and trying to eat my shirt and being a puppy. He's like 4.5 months old or something like that. Ridiculous.
Awesome.
Absolutely ridiculous. And for the question in the chat about how does the chocolate bar taste? All right, dude, here's the thing. I was suspect of the product because it didn't taste like mushrooms. And then I ate half a bar, and within like 15, 20 minutes, it hit strong. Like the giggles came, the whole body high came. The body high hung out for about 3.5, 4 hours. And then everything was just extra funny for the next, several. You can sleep on it, you can eat on it, or at least I can, but I microdose, so that may have something to do with it. But yeah, freaked me out that you couldn't taste it. They're fucking delicious, which is pretty goddamn dangerous. Like, you have to remember that shit.
That's perfect.
I'm not kidding, man. If you're the type of person that'll eat 4 chocolate bars in a sitting because they're yummy, that do not order 4 of these at the same time, unless you want to eat a half ounce of mushrooms at once. And then by all means, like, I'm not here to tell you what to do or how to do it. I'm just some advice from your good old Uncle Steve there. You should fucking give that a shot.
Can I tell you my story about eating mushrooms, Steve?
Please do.
Once upon a time, way, way back in 1978, I went out to Vancouver Island, where I found out that people were picking mushrooms right out there in the fields. Wherever they could find a cow shit, they'd find a bunch of mushrooms, and they were taking them home, cleaning them, and eating them. And I hooked up with a bunch of hippies that were sort of squatting in the bottom corner of an apple orchard right by the sea. And
I'm here. I had to shut a fan off. You there? Rob's not there. We gonna see if Rob calls back, Sleepy, or do you have anybody?
I had to take a piss.
Well, no. I just said Rob dropped out.
No, I heard that. Do you want me to call him back?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hello?
Hey, Rob, where'd you go?
What happened?
Your call just dropped.
I was in the middle of my story and my phone hung up on me.
Let's try that again.
Okay, where did I get to? What? How much?
Apple orchard. You were in the apple orchard.
Oh yeah, okay. So I was trading guitar. I was playing guitar in return for food, right? And then they taught me about picking these mushrooms. And so in that summer, we picked and dried about 16 pounds of mushrooms, and I ate them.
All?
And over that summer, I ate 16 dried pounds of magic mushrooms.
That's a great summer, Rob.
I saw Jimi Hendrix.
I bet.
Hendrix's head was as big as a mountain and hanging in the sky and telling me I should play more often.
That's beautiful. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is.
I learned a couple of things that summer.
Huh?
I learned a couple of things that summer.
Hell yeah, you did. Jesus, man.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of love for the psychonauts out there, man.
Right? There's so many different ways that psychedelics can benefit people, and there's so many, at different stages and doses and at different stages of your life. And if you've been through a series of traumas, or you're, someone who suffers from depression or has a lot of anxiety or something like that, they're 100% beneficial, especially on a microdose regimen. But even if you go like a little over a microdose, and you're like just starting to feel it, it's a little good time too. Like there's no real downside except for they taste like shit. So chocolate, Um, I mean, I don't know. I'm a fan. I am. I haven't told this story in a while, Rob, and I'm going to now. And I'm going to dedicate it to the memory of our good friend Jason Carney, because he was on the show the last time that I told this story. So it was at least a year ago, and not a little bit more, when I briefly attended Purdue University. And when I say I attended Purdue University, I mean I registered for classes, I paid for a semester, I went to a few of them. I was not scholastically inclined my freshman year of college. I had found out that I could make a fuck ton of money, allegedly, moving the mushrooms we were just previously talking about. At any rate, I did enjoy the theater class they had me in, because I was like one of two straight dudes. I was one of the two straight dudes. And it was a room full of chicks, and then like a handful of gay dudes who fucking loved me because I didn't give a fuck that they were gay in Indiana. Like, that's a rarity. It is. And so I would go, and there was a morning, it was a bright fall day, and early Halloween kind of mischief afloating through the air, Rob, it was. And I was a little bit fucked up from the previous, I don't know, let's say week. And I got up and I was like, I've never really been to the cafeteria here. I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot, because why the fuck not? Dude, you're hungry. Somebody.
Why not? Yes, indeed.
And so I get in, and it's just like basic bitch shit, and there's a cereal bar or whatever, and I reach into my pocket to see what kind of money I have, and I feel a large bag of mushrooms.
Want to trade?
And so I go, okay, well, my breakfast plans just changed. Little dog, stop that. No. Bisbee, no, back off. Sorry.
Okay.
Anywho, so I get a big old bowl of Lucky Charms and a giant, thing of orange juice, like a 32-ounce soda thing, but I fill it with orange juice. And I sit down and I dump the mushrooms into the Lucky Charms, and I swirl them around. I take big fucking spoonfuls, just knock it all back and kind of grit it. I got some coffee over here because I'm not drinking orange juice and milk at the same time. I'm a fucking freak, but not like that, yo. Not like that. There's a line. There's a fucking line. And so about 30 minutes later, I'm on my way to theater class.
Wow.
And my teacher, my professor, this woman, I ran into this woman years later, by the way. It was the funniest fucking thing. But my professor was this very tall, like short, curly, red-headed lady, very long neck. And she is at the board, and she's writing some shit. I look out, and sunlight glares on the window, and it fucks with my vision. And when I fucking, kind of blink my way back, I am in cartoon land. And this woman kind of goes and turns into a cartoon giraffe.
Of course.
I'm in a room with a giraffe.
Must be a giraffe.
I'm in a room with a cartoon giraffe, Rob, and before too long, it's probably pretty obvious that I'm different
Communicating
today.
on another
Yeah,
plane.
and so the giraffe turns to me, and the giraffe asks me something, Rob, and all I could really get out was. That's what I had. That's all I had. And there was a chick in there that I was kind of hanging out with. Her name, her name was Christine. And fucking, she's like, we're gonna take a walk. Fucking, she picks me up basically, and we go outside, and I don't make it like 3 steps out the door with my hands in my other pocket, and I'm pulling out a joint that I had in a pack of Camels, and I'm starting to light it up on Purdue University's campus in 1996.
Dude.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Heroic. That's
So
heroic.
I needed a grown up, and I'm very, very glad she was there.
You're fucking beautiful, man. I could listen to you all day, but I'm
forget that giraffe, dude. I will never forget that giraffe.
I love your giraffe story, man.
That's good shit.
I love you too. I want to wish you guys all the best in the world. I'm going to go back underground for a little while, but I'll be back. I will be back.
All right, brother. Well, we love you very much, Rob, and it's always good to hear from you. And please do keep checking in on us.
Love to all of you. Thanks, Josh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa, Andrea. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Woohoo! If we don't have anybody in the queue, I'm gonna read off a couple of super rays real quick. Anna Mares, thank you very much. Let's be honest, what's worth covering that's still allowed on FedTube? Nah, fucking much. Guardilu, thank you. Any goats? If you mean at the place where I moved to, yes, there are several. 5, maybe 6, maybe baby. But yes, there are goats. It is a goat-head property. Dog's got me. What are you eating? Hey, little trouble, fucking Ewok, come here. Come here. About to get your ass beat when your mama gets home. Okay. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much for the super raise, you guys.
Always appreciate it.
Holy fuck, man. I am really stoked again that I am no longer a resident of Santa Cruz County. I really am looking forward to seeing what happens when I organize a couple events in Eureka, because the thing is, this is probably the fastest way to like meet your local freedom cell right now. Go ahead and throw an anti-mandate rally in your town, in your county, in the closest town that you have, and then that way
You're live.
What's up, Steve? It's John from Pittsburgh. I have a question to ask you. What do you think is the best thing that you could put money into that will keep its value? Because it doesn't look like cash is a good thing to keep. It's just going to keep going down. So, like, what do you think? Guns, Bitcoin, gold, silver?
So there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things, and I want to make it perfectly clear that I'm not like
Yeah.
a financial advisor or anything like that. But for most of my adult life, I have always told people that my primary currency is seeds. Like that's what I think would be the most valuable thing is heirloom seeds. But barring that, precious metals are always good because they're always going to be precious. The value of them can fluctuate, but we operate on imaginary money. We have fiat currency that is essentially faith based. And when that faith bubble pops, ooh, holy fuck, is it gonna go bad? I keep hearing people talking about how we're heading into a period of like deflation. When that happens, you're going to see the price of precious metals and the price of cryptocurrency skyrocket. I don't personally believe that there is long-term sustainability in crypto for me and you the way that crypto looks right now, but I am not the dude to have that full conversation. I do think there's potential in it. I think there's potential in any sort of system of counter economics that we can build. But yeah, so what happened with gold is that like a couple of really horrible people just snapped up like billions of dollars in it, one of them being Peter Thiel. I would definitely look at silver. I would try and get fucking, if you already have some, I don't know, dude, gold's weird. It's so weird. That's about the best that I don't know. It's about the best that I could do, man. See, yeah, seeds, bullets, a bullet making machine would be good.
Yeah. I know a guy that's selling bullets right now. Some sort of bullets that he got that he paid $2 for, and he's selling them for $20, and people are just fucking dying.
I bet. I mean, it's like that, dude. If you're gonna have to jump through a whole bunch of hoops, yeah. Ben Balderson in the YouTube chat is absolutely correct. Land. I was gonna say that, but I don't know if people are in a position to do that or not. Equipment, either heavy or hand tools that have minimal repair.
I'm a brick pointer. We have ladders and scaffolding, and I work for my dad.
Right on, man. So if my dad would have stayed in Wisconsin, then my lot in life would have been bricklayer, because everybody else in my family from Wisconsin, all Masons, all of them. Not that kind.
I'm glad you're not a bricklayer, Steve.
Huh?
Good to watch you on the show. I'm gonna let you go so you can get to somebody else. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, brother. Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you calling in and appreciate the question.
All right, brother. Thanks.
All right, man. Glory Jones, what's happening? How you doing?
I am doing amazing today. Thanks for asking.
That's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad for that.
All right, we got calls coming. Grabbing the next one. We're live. Hello.
Hey, you're live.
Sup?
Sup.
Who we got? Where are you calling from? What's on your mind?
So we're calling from the capital of the niggers. This is known as Zimbabwe.
That fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Cute. That's clever. Clever.
Jesus Christ. All right.
It's nothing new.
It's been a while. I had a relatively Good run at that.
You're live.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Nigger.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Really? We're going to have to kick it over to Rockfin?
Yep.
All right. So, hey, everyone. We're going to go ahead and do the show on the Rockfin for the rest of it. I am...
We're going to cut it.
I'll cut it.
Okay.
Is it-